hello everybody, and welcome back to Arcangela's Gaming. Arcangela's here bringing some more Valheim. Alright guys, last time we were here, we had set up quite a lot. We do need to get some things sorted out around the base still. We still have this beehive to do, and we've now got the archery range that we need to work on. Still got a few bits and pieces knocking out here, and as you can see, we've also got a little carrot farm starting on off up here, which we did last episode. Okay guys, so if I just put this away, no, where's it up? There we go. So yeah, first thing we need to do is we need to create a proper beehive. Now, I've been wanting to rebuild this for ages. It was an idea I saw from another YouTuber years ago. I can't remember who it was. It was such a good idea, I kept doing it in lots and lots and lots of playthroughs, and it just worked. So let's knock out a bit of land for us to build on. There we go. Make sure we eat something fresh. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to create sort of a hexagonal patterning. Now I'm going to start off by the wall here, so that I can actually get the measurements right. Okay. Now how did I do this? No, it wasn't that one. It was that one. Because what you do is where you start off, you then bring it either two round if you want to do it so that we're facing towards the wall, or in our case we're going to do three. Hey, yes. There we go. Okay, now where were we? Then we bring that two round like that, three round so that it's horizontal, and then we just do the same again on the other side. Boom, job done. And then we just crack in our support stands. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Job done. We'll take down a beehive. Really should have emptied it first. And then we just shove it in like that. So when we come along next, we'll probably have a ladder somewhere. We can stand on top of here and go collect, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so let's build up some more. Let's get some more going. And you can sort of build out from the existing one, and it sort of creates sort of a natural honeycomb of its own. Look at that. Alright guys, while I'm doing this, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and tap that notification bell, so you don't never miss an episode. Alright. Get that in there like that. Boom. There we go guys. Here's some more. We'll just grab the honey. Grabbing the honey. Look at that. Put that in there like that. That in there like that. I can't believe it works so well. So like, if we were to jump up here now, click on that, bees are happy. Yeah, so we know this works. Okay. Okay. Continue it out again. As always, it comes into the night watch. That's in the wrong place. Okay. So we'll keep on going. there we go. And we can make it 3 here if we wanted to, but I'm just going to do it in like batches of 2. Okay, so we're getting to the point now where we're starting to run out of beehives. I think I've got 2 left. There we go. Snap that to the top instead. There we go. Yeah, let's get a few of these in, just to be able to see what we're doing. Because at the moment, I cannot see diddly squat. These are still happy. Alright, let's get a little bit of resin. I really can't see that well. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing with impunity. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this out one more, just to get in that last bout of beehives. There we go. Oops. Get that in properly. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Looking good. Looking great, in fact. Okay. I'm not going to bother with the honey because I have now got loads of it. Get back in there. Dunk. Dunk. Perfect. Okay, so the only thing we need to do now is just add in a stairwell. I prefer using this one personally. Just to, if I can get it in there. Just get it in like that. And then you've got this big old thing you can just walk straight up. So yeah, we got that in place. That's great news. I mean, because one of the things we were looking at was we were looking at these potions at one point. As you know, this is just the boar jerky and queen's jam. I meant this one here. We need to start getting some of these in. You know, especially like something like the stamina regen. There's that honey raspberry and we'll go back to that in a minute. Let's just clear up. This place is a mess. Okay, anything remaining in that? Nope, 0. 0. That's empty too. Just double check. Get that stone. More stone. Okay, nothing in there. Okay, so we're good. We can now move on, and I don't have to worry about those smelters and the kilns. Okay, so yeah, we want to do a little bit of stamina. Okay, so we need some honey, raspberries, and we need some of those yellow mushrooms that we found in the dungeons. Okay, so this is good because we get to use up a bit of that. What is it? Yellow mushroom. There we go. Now, all we're going to be doing, just by doing this, we're creating the base. That's all it's called. It's called the base. Now, to be able to get this sorted out, to be able to actually make the potion itself, we need a fermenter. And where the hell are those? There they are on the end. So for that we need fine wood, bronze and resin. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. That goes in there, that goes in there. Honey goes in a bar. That goes in there. Oh, wrong one. No, that's round log. Okay, now what was it I said we needed? Fine wood, bronze and resin. Okay, so fine wood. Resin. Now bronze, we're going to have to make that. Obviously. I don't know whether you guys noticed, but I am kind of all out of bronze. Mind you, I'm out of a lot of things. Okay, let's see if we can cut across to there. Yes, look at that. Repair some of our gear. Make as much of this as we can. There we go. Okay. Trundle back here. Drop off what we don't need. As you see, I've got loads of tin. A little bit of copper. Okay, cool. Now where am I going to put this? Because I may want to expand that rack. So I'm thinking... put the barrel here. There we go. Oh, it requires a roof. Didn't realise it needed a roof. So I think what I'm going to do then... yeah, so probably expand that out. Okay, yeah, let's do that. If I can find the stairwell. Grab us a bit of wood. Put away the fine wood. And as the resin. Where are we? Okay. So, no, that's 26. We want 45. Because that's what we started with. We did a 45 roof. So we want a 45 corner piece in here. That way. Yeah. That way, man. Oh, hello. We've got a grey dwarf here. Thank you. Okay, so I'm probably going to... oops, no, I'm not going to try and kick it. I think what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to turn the fermenter around by 90. I'm going to bring it there. And let's not burn the tank. Probably about there. So we know where the tap is. We will need to know where that is later on. Oh, that's crafting 13. Okay. I love how it sounds like a thunder strike. You know, like that. Badoosh. You know, it's brilliant. So we got some stamina potion going. Not sure how long that's going to take. I think it's time we get some sleep. And then tomorrow we'll start on the archery range. Okay. Oh, it's a dreamless sleep. Okay. Wake up in the morning. Okay, so what do we got remaining on us? Okay, so we've got some bits and pieces we just need to put away from that grey dwarf. And where did I put the eyes? There we go. Drop that in there. Grab ourselves some wood to start off with. Okay, and the stone, that one's full. We'll throw it in there. Okay, so I want to build it like an archery range over this way, because we've got, if I just find it to show you guys, we've got the archery targets, which allow us to actually do literally what it says on the tin. We can actually practice our archery skill. So I'm going to need a fair amount of space, I'm going to say. I'm not sure exactly how big this is going to be. So, might need to get rid of that rock. Probably see better when it's daylight, but in the meantime, we'll just carve up some stone while we're waiting for the sun to rise high enough. I love this, you know, the whole terraforming idea. Whoops! That was not in the playlist. In other words, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's get rid of that. I love how they sort of like run in, challenge you, and it's like, okay, you know, he's a bit too strong for me, so I can't really do anything about him. You know what I mean? There we go, that sort of lays that out nicely. So, I'd say that's a fair distance for a little bit of archery practice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down. I use the big one, and then that goes in there nicely like that. That's not going to work. That's okay. I had an idea for that. I was thinking maybe something like that in there. It's meant to be like a device, as it says, to prevent other players from constructing and open doors. Okay, 5 fine wood, some grey dwarf eyes, and a certain core. But it just sort of like, you know, something we can just like throw into that little corner there. And I'm sort of being distracted from my actually, how much have I done? 5 wood. 5 fine wood. And a certain core. Now, oh, there we go. There's a certain cores. It's like I need a few more of them. Okay, so. Oh yeah, that looks good actually. Oh, hello, what have we got here? The ward emits a strong aura which prevents other Vikings from building things. It also locks doors within its influence. So basically what it said on the tin. I mean, I'm just sort of trying to get a little bit of everything in here. Like some of these things like ectoplasm, I think we might be able to get in a twig actually. So I think we collected some ectoplasm, didn't we guys? Yeah, from when we were fighting some of those ghosts. I had it around here somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. So yeah, let's just say we're going to be able to build a lot of good stuff here. But for now, we need to start on the basics. I think it's going to start by building the wall around. So if we just do something like that. Now the reason why I'm doing this is it then gives us an idea of where we are, what we're doing, and like there, where we need to expand out. Bear you in mind, I'm trying to do something here. They got no manners, do they? You know. Right, there we go. That should. Let's bring it out a little bit more. So hopefully that'll cut the mustard now. Okay, we are going to need a workbench. I'm going to sort of try and bury that in the yeah. Okay, and maybe a little bit more on this side. Yeah, hopefully that will give us that flat-ish. Yeah, I think that's about flat-ish, but see what we can do there. Okay. So yeah, we got this nice little area. So now I'm going to just put down my target. And for that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the target around about here. So I'm going to use the wall as a. There we go. As a mounting point. There we go. Now this is a new project for me. I've not done something like this before, so I'm thinking maybe something like that with a bar across. Yeah, and the target just sits nicely there. But that I need fine wood and I need leather scraps. So I think yeah, we're going to get both what do you call them? both platforms sorted out. So find wood, leather scraps. Right, what do we need for twig? Bronze nails and ectoplasm. There's the ectoplasm. Find nails. Nope, nope, we don't want twigs just yet. We want the archery target. Like that. I think I really should have got some more wood in there to sort of create more of a structure. It's a shame there's none of that. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. And then maybe over here we can have twig. Oh, okay. Fine wood. Trees are still growing, so I'm going to have to go and find some fine wood. Oh, there's a beech tree right there. Oh, and another one over there. Okay. Now where did that tree go? There we go, can see what I'm doing now. Okay. Gotta do the same with the stone. Go around the bore. Right, so we know the stone's there, so we know we need to pick it up. Right, there we go. Now we can drop down twig. Interesting. Oh, so that's what the ectoplasm's for. That's clever. I like that. Okay. I think I'm going to move Twig over here, though. Because of the fact that he keeps on attacking. And I don't want it to be that he's attacking until we are in range. So the workbench, I'm going to plonk there. And then if we have it, we stand, I don't know, somewhere like this. Like, what arrows have we got at the moment? Flint head arrows. There you go. Hitting the target. We'll keep going until we get a level up. Running out of stamina. That I did on purpose. Alright, let's see how we're doing so far. So as you can see, the arrows are persistent. Yeah, with this, and this is the best part of it. You can just keep on collecting your arrows, keep on going. So I've got 15 hits, I've got a score of 124. So grab all my arrows. Almost like he's saying, what's going on? There you go, those 15. Just from shooting the archery target. So 10 hits, 85. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, so then we can do the same sort of thing. We can practice. So obviously we need a repair twig. So there we go. Actually, I think Twig's self-repairing himself. Yep. I mean, how's that though, guys? I mean, we've now got a full-on archery range training area that we can use. I mean, we could even create, if we wanted to, an area where we could store weapons. I mean, and eventually, I think we need iron for that, but you can actually do things like armor stands and things like that, and we could really go to town on this area. I'm quite excited about that idea, and about what we can eventually do with it, because, you know, you've got things like the item stands that we can use to put things on. I mean, like we did with the trophy heads. Now where the heck was that? Around the corner here. Do you remember these guys? I mean, I love this one. And then you got like, if I zoom in, you got like the ghost trophy and the skeletal trophy there. You got the big ass troll trophy. You know, so forth and so forth. I mean, we can really go to town with this stuff. And this is what I'm loving about this game. Is that we can really do this sort of thing. I mean, we could even like say, okay, I'm gonna put in a table here, for example. Let's put in a table there, and then we could say put on items on there, like some like swords and daggers and stuff, and you know, we can really go to town. I mean, after all, do we have any weapons and tools and stuff that we could like put out there, just as like an example? I think the answer is we do. Yeah, so we've got like clubs, and we've got like stone axes and things like that. We can start putting some of this stuff down. So if we would like to do an item stand, yeah, we need more fine wood. But look at that, guys. We've got something going for ourselves here that we can use for training and making sure that we are in top-notch fighting form. Actually, yeah, want that. Okay, ectoplasm went in there. Leather's going there. Leather's going there. It goes in there. Okay. Where's the cultivator? Grab that. No, it's the bottom one. Okay. Then what we can then do. Oh, that was that. Let's plant a few more trees. But yeah, what we can then do actually is plant a few down here. Alright, so they're going to grow up around our base. Okay, so wow, this really is coming along in leaps and bounds. I'm struggling to keep up. I think next though we're going to have to. What the hell happened? Oh. Probably going to have to build an area to store the car. That's starting to become a problem. But okay, so yeah, what we've got left to do. So we can put like some banners and things like that. But I think we really need to start upgrading our rest area. Things like banners, you know, tables and things like that. So yeah, I think for now, let's get some sleep. Then what we'll do is in the morning we'll go get some more fine wood, we'll use the car, and yeah, we'll sort of bring it to a close that way. Okay, so we do need to increase the comfort level in here, which the higher our comfort level, the more stamina we have, the faster our regen is for a time. Now let's see how we're doing with this. Still fermenting, so you know, all good. We can grab honey from here. Great. Okay. Now where did we put that car? Look at that, isn't that cool? Alright. So obviously while we're waiting for those trees to grow, we are going to still have to go into the forest, find the trees that we need, carve our way through, all that jazz. Ah, there's one. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave. Hopefully the cart will stay put. I often find this the easiest way. They always make me laugh. No, they're all standard tree. Ah, there's one. Let's drop the wood off first. Actually, I see several. I have a feeling it's going to fall towards me. No, I was lucky. And based on the growth of the tree, yeah, you're going to get different amounts of wood. Again, another good thing that coffee stains did. I believe when I was talking earlier, I said keen. I didn't mean to say keen, because keen space engineers, coffee stains make this good. Unintentional, but oh, bugger. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. I'm working here. Bugger off. I don't know. Go get job. Actually, that kind of worked quite nicely, actually, utilising this sort of concept. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm getting constant annoyances, I don't know why these guys are attacking me. Well, actually, I do. You know, I'm destroying the forest. I mean, you know, yeah. What do we expect? You know, them to come with, you know, cookies and coffee. You know, saying, yeah, it's all good, it's all fine. I love how it works sometimes. Okay. I think we are definitely going to have to go and get the car. Bring it closer to where we've set up a workstation. Probably be easier as well to do things like this. I wonder. Oh. Yeah. I mean, after all, we did cut them down, so we might as well replace them. Well, it's going to take a while for them to grow. Yeah, fine, no worries. And let me get the raspberries. Okay. There's some more down that way, but I'm sure I saw some more up the hill here. Whoops there. Oh, nice. The whole tree. That's hard to do. You know, get it in such a way, you know, especially with like undulating terrain, getting it in such a way that you can actually... What the hell is that? I understood. Am I? Grab, thank you. I think I'm just going to go for that tree. Wow, he really wants to get to me. Right. I think my axe has just decided it's going to be now, it's going to break. Okay, what we'll do is when we get to the edge of the forest, we're going to plant some of those beech trees so that they're closer to and easier access and all that lovely jubbly stuff. Grab those necktails, useful for potions later on. Come on. I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah, to think that was just like a tiny little hut when we started. Now look at it. Yeah? Looks like a Viking settlement, doesn't it? Get it up there. I need to, yeah, widen that path. And we're home. Okay. Let's grab the stone out of there first. Hey, we've only got 2 of those. Okay. Leave those in there. Hoping I've got enough stamina to get down here to offload. Everything that we need. Okay, cool. So we're now a lot lighter. Wrong one. Feathers go in there. Resin goes in there. And whatever's left. Most of this is food anyway, so raspberries. Actually, I needed that one for the meat. And then that one for the dandelion. Do I have any more? No. I do need this stuff. Okay. Wonder if it will let me plant in here. I mean, can you imagine that coming back and you got like some beech trees in there? I mean, that looked awesome, I think. Wow, look at that. The firs are coming up nicely. Okay. So, yeah, back to what I was saying about, yeah. So, we need to add in some of these bits and pieces. So, we can add in like a table. I was hoping to have more room there. So yeah, I think we may have to start thinking about moving some stuff. I don't think we've got anything. No, I don't think we don't have anything going on there. I don't know why I leaned my head around there. So for now, yeah, good enough. There we go. We've got stamina potions. Alright. Now what was I doing? Yeah. Table. And we'll plonk in a nice wooden chair. As you can see, our comfort's now just nipped up to 9. And what else did we need? So, let's see, what colour should I go for this time around? A purple banner. So we need a bit of blueberry and raspberry for that. And we need a bit of leather. There we go, comfort 10. I can't remember what the other bits and pieces are, but there are a few other items that we can add in. I'm going to have to look at this up, which actually also allow us to increase our level even more. We can add in some decor. I think like here would be a great place to have like some dragon adornments. Nice. So all in all, we're seeing progress. Okay, what else do we need? Alright, anvils and bucket. So for the forge cooler, we need 10 copper, so we need to find some copper at some point. We need some bronze and some wood to make some anvils. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go and have a look, see what else we need to increase our comfort levels even more. But I think so far we're doing alright for ourselves. We can put some things away now. That can stay there. Actually, I'm going to swap that out. we'll just finish off by putting things away for now, and we'll go continue exploring in the next episode, because if you remember, our little Karve is somewhere in this region over here. We need to grab it, keep on sailing down this coast so that we can figure out the extent of this island. We do still need to go and find the Elder, which as well as also the trader, and that's going to mean we're going to need better armor, so we do need to find another copper deposit, which, if I remember correctly, there was one. Yeah, there it is, just over here. So we need to set up a portal over there so we can just go back and forth and do everything that we need to do. Because we've got the start of the portal there, we just need the other one. So we're going to need to find some more dungeons, which luckily we have. So I think we're going to need to do some dungeon crawling and be able to grab the circling cores that we need, create another portal so that we can just do everything that we need to do as and when we need to do it, things off camera as well as in camera. Yeah, so I think that's going to be next episode, guys. So do join me again on Occasionalist Gaming, where we are going to continue the fight to survive in Valheim. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll catch you next time on Occasionalist Gaming.